up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So this week I am on an Ultimate Edition kick, and with that being said, I've got another Ultimate Edition unboxing today, and today I'm talking about the Ultimate Edition Drew McIntyre. I debated on this one when it was on the SummerSlam shipper, and I was like, nah, I don't like. There's nothing screaming, "Hey, you need a Drew McIntyre in your collection." No offense if you're a Drew McIntyre fan, and I think he's done great things. I think his current run in WWE has been lackluster over the past couple of years. Nothing's really stuck, and he's popped in and out of storylines, and there's nothing been real. Oh man, let's gravitate to Drew McIntyre. So I debated, but I finally decided, hey, let's get the Drew McIntyre. I don't have a Drew McIntyre in my collection. This one's pretty cool. Looks like it comes with a pretty slick, like overcoat, trench coat vest thing. So I thought it'd be kind of cool. Does it come with the Claymore? I don't think it does, which is dumb. He got to come with the sword. Well, I don't know why I would even care, but kind of think he should have the sword. Sorry, there's a picture right here of a hand holding a claymore, and it almost looks like an action figure hand, which is, it just, anyways. Still a cool looking figure. Like I said, Drew McIntyre not on the top of my list of Ultimate Edition figures I really need. However, the one I really need, I don't know if it's going to happen. Talking about Karrion Kross. If rumors are true and he really has been released, or you know his contract wasn't renewed with WWE, then we may not see an Ultimate Edition Karrion Kross. And I'm very upset by that. I am a big Karrion Kross fan, as are the rest of the gladiators here at Gladiator Wrestling Podcast. So, since we don't have an Ultimate Karrion, I guess we'll make do with an Ultimate Drew for today. So let's head over to the stage and check out Drew McIntyre. All right, so we've got Drew up here on the stage. It's our typical Ultimate Edition packaging. It's not an exclusive, so it's the white box with the red trim stuff. Very typical. I've got some complaints already that we'll get into in a minute, but just taking a look, our big window in the front like we're used to. Here's the side with all that info. Then the other side has the portrait of Drew. Now on this side, on the back, this is where we've got all our good stuff. So like always, in the top left, we've got the picture of the figure, and in the bottom, we've got an actual picture of Drew McIntyre, and then I'll read the little stuff we got. Height, 6'5" tall, from Ayr, Scotland. Finisher is the Claymore. Career highlights: WWE champion, World Heavyweight champion. The little snippet down here says the Scottish Warrior marched into WrestleMania XL with a massive chip on his shoulder. His match against Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship was perhaps his last golden opportunity, and he did not squander it. He won the title, but took his eye off the prize as Damian Priest cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase, ending McIntyre's reign as soon as it began. With a little bit of help from CM Punk, but, you know, it doesn't say that part. So I kind of was on the fence about snagging this, because like I said, I wasn't necessarily in the market saying, oh man, I really need a Drew McIntyre for my collection, but it is an Ultimate, so if I'm going to get one, it might as well be Ultimate, because that's what I like most. I did notice after I bought it that it had a little tear up here. Not too big a deal for me. I mean, I'm going to open it up anyway. So, speaking of that, let's go ahead and do that now, and I'll show you the whatever's the sayings on the top and bottom as we open it up. So let's see. Let's check out Drew McIntyre. All right, so on the top here it says Scottish Warrior, and if we flip it over and look at the bottom of the box here, it says, "I'm going to get the moment I earned." All right, so I've got Drew out of the box. So it's a good looking figure. The face sculpt is really nice. I'm going to tell you right now, this extra one that it comes with, I don't like this one. Let me focus a little bit. I think he looks too happy in that one. I don't know if this is meant to be laughing or something else. But I don't like that. It just doesn't feel Drew McIntyre. That's like a facial expression you would get with a Seth Rollins figure maybe, but this just doesn't scream Drew McIntyre to me. So that's my one big complaint. I don't like that. With it, we got he's got weapon holder hands on. He's got the big entrance jacket vest thing. He's got these gauntlet things. Give you a close up of that. Those are pretty cool. I'm gonna put all that stuff on him here in a minute. He came with some extra hands, and it's a full set. So you can left and right. You got this hand, and you've got this one, which basically you can do his pose when he's in the corner setting up for the Claymore. You can do that pose, like if you're, posing him in one of your Ultimate Edition rings or whatnot. You can actually pull off that pose using those hands. And you can do it from either side of the ring, because on one side he'd be using the left hand, and on the other side he'd be using the right. So you've got those same hand sculpts for both sides. The other face, which I actually think I like this face the most. I didn't show this one a while ago. He's got that Drew McIntyre smirk. And I think this is the head I'm going to switch to. This is the one that's on him. It's just Drew McIntyre serious. And look at the, hold on. Look at this shit on his forehead. I'm sorry. Look at that crap. What kind of quality control BS is this? Bro having trouble with the hair dye or something. What the? Look at his forehead. Oh, Lord. Mattel, what have you done? Aside from that, he does have a cloth goods kilt, which is pretty nice. It's just got some Velcro on the side, so it's going to be easy on-off stuff. He's got knee pads on. Other than that, he does have the chest hair painted on, which, I mean, it looks okay. About as okay as painted on chest hair gets. Honestly, if you're too close to it, like at the distance you're looking at on the camera, it looks pretty okay. If you get up close, it looks like somebody's been dotting it with a pen. But that is what it is. Let me put the entrance gear on. Let's check him out with all of that, and we'll talk about articulation and stuff. Okay. The big, long, extra long jacket vest thing went on really easy. It's okay. At least it doesn't have sleeves, so it doesn't hinder movement too much, but it is made of that harder, rubbery plastic instead of the softer stuff. So I wish it was, I kind of wish it was made more of the soft goods type materials that they've been using here lately for leather, but it's not too bad. Those gauntlets on his arms, getting the parts, let me show you, bring it up close. Ooh, I'm sorry. So this part right here, where it straps into his hand, that was a pain. I did not enjoy putting that on there. But the rest of it, and here's the back of that, by the way. It's pretty cool. I was going to switch his head too. And that slipped my mind. I wanted that smirk, so do that real quick. Nope. I hate it when they don't pop. I like it when you snap it on there and it pops, because then you know the head's on there. That's just me. Here's that face up close. All right. So when we're talking the articulation, I'll go ahead and tell you it's our typical Ultimate Edition articulation. Double joints on the knees and elbows. They are pinless, if I recall. They all felt real smooth. We've got ab crunch. We've got hip swivel. We've got the ball joints or pineapple joints at the hips. Boot cut, our ankle articulation. We've got the toe. The head doesn't rotate too well because of the hair. That's just something you got. Butterfly joints on the shoulders. I don't remember if I already said that. And all of it felt pretty good, because it did fail the test of taking it out of the package and not manipulating it, standing it straight up. I could not stand it up. In the package, his feet were practically turned sideways, so I had to manipulate it a little bit. So, but not a big deal. Those gauntlets, they aggravated the crap out of me, so now I think I just can't enjoy them. But I guess it's not too bad. I mean, overall, it's not a bad figure. If you're a Drew McIntyre fan, I'd say go for it. If you're just like, I don't have a Drew in my collection, I'd like to get something, you might go for an Elite. Because as far as Ultimates go, it's fairly plain. I mean, we do have the big jacket and the little gauntlets and the soft goods kilt, but I mean, that's it. There's no titles. I mean, for an Ultimate, I would have thought it should have came with the Claymore sword that he comes out with, but I don't know when he did this entrance get up. I don't know that he actually carried the Claymore out. So for the sake of being more accurate, I guess it's all right. But I mean, he won the title with this, so I mean, they could have concluded the title, even though he only held it for a couple minutes. But all in all, not a bad Drew McIntyre figure. I wouldn't say just skip it, but if you're not a Drew McIntyre fan and you just want a Drew for your collection, you could probably go for an Elite and not worry about spending the extra on the Ultimate. It's okay. I mean, as far as Ultimates go, there's nothing wrong with it. I just not overly excited about the accessories, but I'm not the hugest Drew McIntyre fan. So all in all, though, fairly cool figure. I may pose around with it at some point and do a couple shorts trying to get that pose for right before he does the Claymore. So stay tuned for that. See if that happens. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it got you all the information you needed about your Drew McIntyre figure if you was thinking about it. If you haven't already, please smash that like button. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this Drew McIntyre figure. Hopefully it got some of y'all a little more excited than it did me. Like I said, I'm just not a big Drew McIntyre fan. But yeah, let me know in the comments. And if you're not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those notification bells so you don't miss any of the other great content I got coming to the channel. Plus, every Sunday, live, 7 p.m. Central, come check out the Gladiator Wrestling Podcast right here on YouTube and several other platforms. Come check it out, watch the show, talk some wrestling with us. It's a lot of fun. I hope you check it out. Also, make sure you check out our other channels, Gladiator Toys. That's where I've got all my other action figures and collectibles that I get into. Check that channel out for all of that stuff. And the Chase Collectors, the other half of Gladiator Wrestling Podcast, check his stuff out. I think he's getting ready for an overhaul. There's a lot up in the air about the the other app that we're on, which TikTok, which we just got back going again, sorta. And of course, the new app I guess starts next month, so we may be on that. We're working all that out, so just follow all that stuff on all the platforms. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Gladiator out.